Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
Hi, my name is Meera Hoffman, and thank you for tuning in to part 2 of our yoga for beginners and for relaxation. So after you've done the Sun Salutations Surya Namaskar, we're going to come down and lay on our backs. So laying back onto your backs, you want the palms facing down, either alongside the body, or you can tuck the hands underneath the hips to help protect the low back. The main thing is when you start to engage the abs, that you're able to press the low back and feel the full length of your spine along the ground. We're going to pull the toes back towards the head, engaging the front of the legs. And then just like before, moving with the breath, we're going to inhale, extend your right leg towards the ceiling, and then exhale, bringing it down. We're going to switch legs here and inhale the left, keeping the toes pulled back towards the head. Exhale down. Inhale right. Exhale down. Inhale left. And exhale down. And inhale right. And then we're going to exhale and actually fold the right leg in. You can untuck the hands from wherever they are and grab a hold either in front of the shin, or if you can't reach there, you can grab to the back of the thigh. So having the hands just trying to pull that leg into the abdomen. You can let your left leg relax and then take several deep breaths. So breathing into the stomach, trying to breathe into the pressure of that leg. So this pose is called the right wind relieving pose. And I know that this is kind of a hot topic in yoga circles, but I would encourage you to go ahead if you feel like you need to pass gas. That's totally fine. That's what this pose is designed to. Leave us a comment and let us know if you've ever had to do that in yoga class, or if you've been too embarrassed to do that. Or what do you think is the right thing to do during a yoga class? And so taking another deep inhalation here. And then we'll exhale and lower the right leg down, bringing the hands back into position where they were. We'll inhale the left leg up, and then exhale, folding it down and in, grabbing hold again, either around the front of the shin or around the back of the thigh. And breathing nice and deeply into your abdomen for the left wind relieving pose. Exhale, extending the left leg out. And we're going to come into bridge. So putting the hands, palms facing down again alongside the body. We're going to bend the legs, bringing the bottoms of the feet to the ground. And you kind of want to walk them in so they're just as close to the hips as possible. We'll inhale and start to push the weight into the shoulders and into the feet. So coming up as far as you can, really getting the hips off the ground. This is a good core strengthener, strengthening your back. If you're flexible enough and want to try, you can grab and interlace the hands underneath the body. So really pushing into this pose. Taking a nice deep inhalation here. And then releasing the hands. We're going to exhale, bring the hips back to the ground. And inhale, curl both legs into your chest. If you want, you can rock gently from side to side, giving yourself a nice massage on your back. And then we'll inhale and start to rock back and forth. So rocking however many times you want to, until you come up to a seated position, or helping yourself up to a seated position if you need to. Next pose that we're going to do is seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana. So you can untuck any flesh from underneath your sits bones. Those are the bones in your hips. And then we'll inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, folding forward, starting fold from your hips, then the mid back, and then the upper back. Your hands may come all the way to your toes. That's great if you're really flexible and bendy. They may only come down to your shins. That's okay as well. So really putting your hands wherever feels comfortable. The main goal is to help strengthen and elongate your back. So really taking several nice deep breaths here. As you come into this forward fold, you can let go of any tension in your neck, letting your head hang, really feeling a nice stretch all the way from the backs of your legs, through the low back, and up through the spine and into the neck and head. So continuing to take some nice deep breaths. Noticing that with each breath you're able to move just millimeters closer to the ground. And we're going to inhale and slowly roll back up. So inhaling nice and slow. We're going to reach the arms up all the way just to give a nice lift in the spine. And then exhale, bring the hands back behind you for inclined plane. So placing the fingertips facing away from the body, we're going to inhale and lift the hips up off the ground, bringing the weight into the heels and into the palms. So continuing your gaze down towards your toes, or if you want to, you can exhale and let the head fall back. So really moving nice and slow, protecting your neck, and taking some deep breaths here. This is kind of a strengthening pose. And then we'll exhale and bring the hips back to the ground, releasing the hands. Nice. Okay, so the next pose that we're gonna do is Ardha Matsyendrasana, which is half spinal twist. So keeping the right leg extended, we're going to bend the left leg and bring the left foot outside of that right hip. We're going to take the left hand and put it back behind the spine. And again, this hand is only for just guidance. You don't want to put a lot of weight. So my body's not like this. The weight is still into my hips and my sits bones, but just using that back hand as a guide and a prop. We'll then inhale the right hand up. And then exhale, we're slowly twisting over towards that left side. You can bring the right elbow outside of your left knee and then looking all the way over your left shoulder. So a couple pointers here. Again, not a lot of weight in that back hand, so really keeping your weight centered over your hips. And then also letting that left shoulder work away from the ear. So you don't want to be all the way up here, just nice and down. And taking a nice deep inhalation, you can lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist a little bit further. Getting a nice twist of the spine. Nice opening here. And on your next inhalation, we'll lift the right arm back up. And exhale, releasing the hand, releasing the legs, and switching to come to the opposite direction. So this time bending the right leg and bringing the right foot outside of the left knee. Right hand goes behind the body. And then we'll inhale the left arm up. And exhale, twisting to the right side, looking over that right shoulder. Again, not a lot of weight in that back hand, it's just support. And then watching that shoulder, is it up here? Or can you push it a little bit further away from the ear? We'll take another deep inhalation and lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And inhaling, coming out, reaching the left arm up. And exhale the arms down, releasing the legs. If you want, you can windshield wiper out the legs. Give them a nice little rotation back and forth. And then exhale, just releasing them. So that was some basic poses to continue in our beginner's yoga. Stay tuned for part 3. My name is Meera Hoffman, and if you want to find out more about me and my practice, you can go to meerahoffman.com. Thank you and namaste.